Okay, so you're about to watch a special interview I conducted at this year's Farnborough International Airshow on the last day. The last day is the day that the show opens for the public, and it gets hundreds of thousands of young people through the doors to find out all about the aviation sector and the sort of careers and job opportunities that are available. This is something that we're very passionate about here at Aviation Business News, because we launched 3 years ago the Best Places to Work in Aviation Awards scheme. And that's something that any business that's in aviation can register to win. And is a way of promoting yourselves as a great employer. So in the interview you're about to watch, we speak to a charity called the Barrie Wells Trust, but more importantly, a young man called Kai Gray, who is an apprentice with Boeing, to talk to him about what he's looking forward to in a long and hopefully prosperous career in aviation, and what excites him about our sector. We feel that the industry certainly needs a lot more engineers coming through, a new generation of engineers as the current workforce ages. And the more we can do to help and promote the industry as a great place to work, the better. Okay, so welcome to this a really special edition of our ABNcast podcast, recorded here at the Farnborough Airshow in 2026. We're actually in the Embraer Chalet, but we've come to see a special charity and a special individual who I'll introduce in a minute. I firstly want to introduce Barrie Wells. Barrie Wells is the founder of Barrie Wells Trust. Barrie, welcome, and thanks for talking to us today at Farnborough. Just explain to us what the Barrie Wells Trust is, what does it do, and you founded it, so you can tell us all about what you're doing today here at Farnborough.
So the Barrie Wells Trust, I was an entrepreneur who created insurance companies and sold them to companies like AXA and Allianz, and decided in 2008 that I was fed up with business, key performance indicators, databases, the whole thing, that I thought I would give my money away. So I became charitable. Okay. So I give the money away. So I became a philanthropist, but I thought I want to do things I really, really enjoy. So I thought I enjoy sport. I also enjoy helping young people as well, was particularly appealing. And I thought, how can I put them both together? So I thought I'd create the charity, Barrie Wells Trust. I sponsor athletes as well. Yeah. I mean, I sponsored Jessica Ennis. Okay. That was the 2012 Olympics. Yeah. Who now, Keely Hodgkinson. Yeah. Katrina John Thompson. So I sponsored athletes. But the really big initiative I created was Box for Kids. Okay. Which, when I said what we would do, we would give a kind of once in a lifetime VIP experience for children and their between 8 and 18 and their families at amazing events. Yeah. Okay. So the box element is as in a VIP box. A VIP box. At a sporting event or. Yes, exactly. So that's where it started. So it started at Liverpool Football Club when I bought my own box at Liverpool. Yeah. And then it grew from there. So at the start of that, having got the Premier League, I got the Premier League instead at the start. So suddenly I was starting to get boxes donated all over the place. And it's got bigger and bigger. And so we do 10 events every weekend. Right. Okay. The biggest every weekend of the year. Yeah. We're doing, biggest thing we've got is Premier League football. Yeah. So I've got permanent boxes, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, regular boxes, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle. I go on and on. With the Jockey Club's charity. So they donate 70 boxes a year. Okay. So they've got 14 courses. So I've got that. Entertainment arenas. Yeah. So you've got a company like HSBC, might have a box at the O2, and Disney on Ice comes and they've got it for 20 appearances. Yeah, yeah. And there's no way they can fill it. Yeah, exactly. So they just give us the empty capacity, really, isn't it? Yeah, but that's exactly what it is. But once people have given boxes, and we give feedback afterwards, photographs and comments from the kids, we carry on getting boxes. Yeah. So the interesting one was Farnborough, because I was on BBC Breakfast Couch with a lady called Jackie Wilde, whose son had been to the box at Anfield with leukemia, and he died a few weeks later. He lost his battle for life, but he said it was one of the best things of his life, was this going on to Anfield and experience. So I was on the BBC Breakfast Couch with her, and the chief executive of Farnborough was watching it, and with a flash of genius, he thought, we've got the public day when all these boxes are empty.
So for people who haven't been to Farnborough, today is Friday. It's the fifth day.
Yeah.
So it is the public day. The public come in and they pay to come in. I don't know how many people are here. There's a lot of people here this week today. Yeah. It's a way for the industry to show off the careers and the opportunities that it offers. But you have these amazing chalets, they call them here.
Incredible.
Boxes, which all week are trade for the trade. But on the Friday, they don't really have much of a use, obviously. So they're a great facility for you to use.
So it was a kind of genius move from Farnborough.
Yeah.
So it wasn't any genius on my behalf. It was Farnborough.
Yeah.
Actually putting it together.
So look, today how many people have you got here? How many guests?
180.
180. And that's young people with their families.
Yes.
And you've got, I know we're on the Embraer chalet, but you've got a number of chalets today, up to 6, I think.
Honeywell, Accenture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those 180 people are dotted around. They're enjoying, there's great facilities in these chalets. They're having food. They're enjoying the flying displays. And they're just enjoying the Farnborough atmosphere.
But on top of that, we get a lot of extras. Like the big one we get is the American Airways.
Yes. Okay.
Not Airways, the American Air Force.
Yeah, okay.
Because they have 4 planes here.
Yeah.
And they say, well, okay, we will block out 90 minutes just for you.
Right. So
everybody goes and you go on, I think 4.
The C-130, the Black Hawk, the Chinook. You get different tours around all of them. It's really interesting. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
So they take us, you can sit in the cockpit and all that.
Okay.
And then from here, the next one we've got is Boeing.
Yeah.
Boeing is saying, come, we'll give you Boeing.
So it's a true VIP experience that you
absolutely. And they close it to the public.
Yeah.
Like the Embraer Eve.
Yeah.
They've said they will open that just for us.
Okay. So we've got a young man sat next to us called Kai Gray. That's right. Just tell us about how you came across Barrie and the Barrie Wells Trust. What's your relationship with Barrie?
So probably about 10 years ago now, I was seriously ill with like a neck. Well, it's effectively a neck problem. I now got plates in my neck from surgery, and I'm into sports and aviation.
Yeah.
And my dad told me I think we attended one years ago back at the Saints in Northampton, and that was years ago, but it was a great experience and I remember it still. And last Christmas we got invited to the Emirates. Me and my brother are big Arsenal fans, so we were able to go to the Sober Realty box at the Emirates to watch Aston Villa.
Okay.
We won, which is a benefit. So we we just got chatting to Barrie, and I was saying about how I want to be a pilot, and I'm really interested in aviation. And that's when he mentioned that he offers Farnborough every 2 years when they're here. So I think the relationship kind of grew from there, because one event is then turned into 2, and it's something my family can enjoy as well.
Yeah.
My friends with me here today, we're both into planes.
Yeah.
And it's something we can all enjoy. The food's great. The opportunities are amazing.
Yeah.
I get to network with people. And it's a really, really good environment and opportunity for everyone that's here.
And like you said, you want to be a pilot still?
Yes, I do.
You were taking a step in that direction. So
Yes.
you're 18 now?
Yes.
So have you just finished A-levels?
Just finished A-levels,
Waiting for the results?
Yes.
Touch wood?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a son who's in the same
nice.
position. So you are, and you're an apprentice at Boeing.
Yes.
So tell me about how you got into that.
So obviously I want to be a pilot, like I mentioned, but it's very expensive to do it. And the cadet schemes offered by British Airways and TUI and Aer Lingus are very, very competitive.
Okay.
And this year it was only really British Airways and Jet2 that were open. I didn't get through to them, but I heard online about Boeing offered apprenticeships for engineering with the Ministry of Defence side of things, so military. Now, I prefer commercial over military all day, but it's still a pathway into the aviation industry. Yeah. So I applied to Boeing in 4 locations across the UK, for example, Lossiemouth in northern Scotland, and then Brize Norton, so just north of here. Yeah. And I got through. It was you had to write a bit about yourself, put your CV on there, why you want to do it, and I got through, which was a shock. And then the next stage of it was it gets whittled down, and then we have our exams. So we had like an English exam, a math exam, and all of these different exams. There's about 3 or 4 of them in total. We all went on a call to be moderated, and we did all of that. And I got successful in that as well, which shocked me again, because It's about the same level as it would be for the pilot schemes.
Yeah.
But it's not as competitive. I think for the pilot schemes, you're getting upwards of 20,000 people applying.
Because pilots are still, it's a higher profile thing. Yes,
exactly.
And engineering, not so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the engineering doesn't have as many apply, but it's still kind of the same skills are required. So I passed the exams, and then I went for a selection day at Barrie Norton with Boeing. We got to see around the C-17s, which are the aircraft that operate there.
Yeah.
We got to meet other apprentices, got to meet loads of different people that told us about kind of what happens on a day-to-day and how it can build into future careers.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-year apprenticeship.
Okay.
The first year is in Cardiff, learning at ICAT, which is next to Cardiff Airport, just about the technical side of things and the theory behind it, with a bit of practical experience as well. And the second 2 years, I'm at Barrie Norton, working on the C-17 for the RAF, but with Boeing. And the career opportunities after that are pretty much endless. I mean, I could either...
You can go into the pilot thing if you wanted to still, but you may...
So I could go into the pilot thing. I could... So I have 13 exams I have to do over the course of this next year from September.
Okay.
If I pass them all over 75%, then I get a CAA Class A license, which means I can then use those licenses and certificates to get to the commercial aspect of things, which maybe I'd want to go to commercial engineering instead with British Airways, for example. But I can develop a career in Boeing, whether it's on their commercial aspect or whether it's still on the military side of things at Barrie Norton. I could change places, or I could use it on my CV to keep applying to the likes of British Airways and Jet2 to try and get that cadet scheme.
I'm sure as a young person, you're aware of what your cohort think about the careers ahead of them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're aware also that, in aviation and aerospace, there's a real need for more engineering, more people with STEM subjects, etc. And maybe the industry isn't appealing to that generation quite as much as it used to do. I don't know why that might be, but maybe you've got the answer to that.
Yeah.
What is it? What makes you excited about the aviation industry and aerospace and engineering in particular? I know you want to be a pilot, but also engineering clearly is also a passion.
So, I mean, the evolution from in such a short period of time from, the Wright brothers with a tiny little plane that could barely fly. And then you've got the A350 here, which is performing. You've got a Bombardier Global 8000 that's just performed as well. And all of these crazy different types of aircraft, passenger, military. I think that's really interesting. And being able to be an engineer on these aircraft gives me a better insight into how it works. I'm the type of person that if someone shows me something, I want to know how it works. Could be anything. Could be how an escalator works.
You've always been quite a sciencey type. Academically, have you? So
and then obviously incorporating that into aviation, being able to get a deeper understanding of how systems work, whether it's technical or just purely cosmetic on the aircraft, is something that's very appealing. Is it
your first Farnborough?
Yes, it is my first Farnborough.
So what have you felt? You've seen a lot of things, and there's a lot of noise behind us because there's some amazing contraptions going into the air. What's been your impressions of Farnborough then? What you've seen so far?
Well, when I got here, I drove down this morning. Pretty smooth ride, to be fair. Got in, and I was only expecting a small little box. And then walking in, it's amazing. The food was there straight away. Free drinks.
Always helpful.
Well, yeah, very helpful. Nice weather as well to go with it. But being able to have the exclusive opportunities to go down with the US Air Force down with the C-130s, and that was very good. With Eve down there with Embraer Eve, that was good. And Boeing, obviously Boeing kind of has a soft spot in my heart now. But going up to them later is going to be great as well.
There's a massive mix, isn't there? We've seen the A350 fly. We've seen a Typhoon fly. I think we're about to see an
F-35.
Okay, you know better than me. I think the F-35 is coming in later. That's they're noisy. But there's also the eVTOL stuff, and I think there's a whole area for space up the hill there. So it shows the breadth of the industry and how exciting actually it is and what's going on. There's a lot going on in aerospace.
Well, I mean, just in the space of a few hundred meters over there, you have the 747, which is obviously golden era of aviation, 50 years old or so. And then you have the 777 over there, which has been converted, which shows how, engineers and the industry converts passenger, when it's finished with passenger life, gets converted to freight. So it can still be sustainable. Then you've got the eVTOL there, which is very sustainable. Fully electric. And they've got the two companies, the Brazilian Embraer and then the British company as well. They both have the same ideas, but it is very interesting how it's developed over the course of the years, which is something I think is very interesting.
So what do your friends think about your passion for aviation and engineering? Do they Are they impressed? Do they not understand?
Some of them don't understand.
Yeah.
I think as I've got older and I've still pursued the career aspirations, I do gliding and stuff.
Okay.
Some of them think, oh, I won't do that. But because I think I have the help of the boxes, for example, that, you know, help me get to these events, and being able to have these different opportunities have solidified my wants to do it even more, which has made people think, maybe he can do it.
Yeah.
And they become supportive.
Yeah.
You know, some people often ask me about it, or they could be going on holiday and they'll ask me about something to do with it, and they'll come to me because they know I'm passionate for it. I think as you get older, people start to become more understanding of your passions and your hobbies and your career aspirations, and they fully support you. And although it's a tough industry to get into, when you're in it and there's people, just talking to people, they're very, very supportive. And even at events like this, networking with so many different people, you know, you can go places with
Feels like once you're in it, you very rarely, very few people leave.
Yeah, exactly.
But the opportunities are so amazing, so big.
Yeah.
There's no need to leave in aviation, is there? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Kai, thanks for that. And also wish you the best of luck.
Cheers, thank you very much.
It's really exciting to see someone at the beginning of their career and there's so much passion.
Thank you.
Quick word for Barrie before we finish, and the noise drowns us out. It must be really satisfying for you to play a role and some role in the futures of people like Kai and help them on their way. You know.
Well, incredibly, it just all fits together so beautifully. You know, meeting. I mean, I was sorry Arsenal won because I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, well, so am I. So that's fine. But I got Sonny's Arsenal.
So sorry Arsenal won. But it was good at Patrick Vieira came in the box.
Okay.
To the kids. Yeah. But it was great meeting him and then realizing, gosh, this all fits together.
Yeah. I think it's serendipity is the word, isn't it? I love this idea of serendipity. It never happens unless you make it happen.
Yeah. So don't wish him all the well.
Yeah.
So because he's so knowledgeable too.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. Yeah. And the industry needs young people like Kai because that's the next generation.
Yes. So who's this?
Okay. So we've got who are these guys, Kai?
Is this UAE?
I think they're from Jordan.
Yeah, the Jordan display team. So they'll be
because aren't the superstars UAE?
They will be causing a lot of noise in a minute, so we'll close things off here before they drown us out. Barrie, thanks very much for joining us. It's been lovely meeting you.
Cheers,
and Kai, all the best. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thank you.